Oh, it's time to
Grab
drink.
your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water. But first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, then drink. Take a breath, take your breath. Now, grab your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your pitcher of that water. Or bottle. Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Fam, just move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, move, then drink. Move your body. Move your body. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Lift and pour yourself some water. Pour. Move your body, drink some water. Move it. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces. Eat a culturally appropriate diet. Behave. Take your breath. Come on. Lift and pour. You can do it. Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that healthy air. Drink. Drink, drink, drink. Drink your water. Take your breath. Take your breath. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Lift it. Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Drink, drink. Drink, drink. Come on, come on. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Come on, pour it. Move your body. Move. Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. What? Come on. Drink your water. Drink, drink, drink. Drink your water. Oh, family, it is so good to be standing in the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Giami Journey Media. And I am your host, Brother Tim. Of course, you know there's a heart of a summer production all day, every day. Man, and we on the Daily Toast, and you know we gonna strive to blow up your old paradigm. And right now, family, it appears that the sound is working. Now let me explain this. Let me turn down the music in my headphones a little bit. But in the world where all of this technology crosses, sometimes all you have to do is shut up, sit back, and wait. See, because I could have went through and I could have changed a whole lot of settings trying to figure out what it was wrong, but I didn't do that. Why? Because I've been down this road before. When you are podcasting, streaming, and doing things with all these different programs, so I got OBS that I'm running over into Restream.io, and Restream.io is streaming it out to 9 other platforms. I don't know how many other platforms I'm streaming to. So what I know is, okay, it could have been something as simple as I turned my. I want y'all to listen to this. It could be something as simple as I turned my computer on and turned OBS on before I turned on my headphones. You be like, what? This is how all this stuff is interacting. Because right now, because you're watching right now, I have my computer. Right now, I'm running 2 cameras through my computer. I'm running a mic through my computer. I'm running Bluetooth headphones through my computer. And the computer is also running an OBS program, right? That's controlling all of this stuff and sending all this information through the internet to Restream.io, which is then shipping it all out to you. So anywhere in any one of those steps, something could be wrong, an update could be behind, or I could have pushed the wrong button. So rather than going through and tearing everything up, a lot of times when I find that if I'm just patient and I wait a couple of days, I wait a day. All right, boom, okay. All right, I can't film it in the way that I want. I can't record it in the way that I want, right? I sit down and I just be patient. And lo and behold, I come down, turn on my equipment for the Daily Toast, ritual during this beautiful week of Umoja. And voila, everything is working. Anime is up, back on duty. Y'all heard her? Did you hear her? Simba's back. Explosion is back. Hey! And what did I do? Wait. That's all I did. I waited, right? And this type of stuff is what we have, like I could teach you how to put all this stuff together. But a lot of this stuff and a lot of experiences come by you experimenting. Just like getting up doing the show. Like I cut my teeth doing live shit, right? You know what I'm saying? I've been doing live damn near since I started. Scripted shit is new for me. The scripted shit is harder for me than getting on here, turning this on, and going live. And for other people, it's the other way around. And what I want a lot of people to know, especially those that are in or connected to Giami Journey Media, you're going to make mistakes. Whether it's on the electronic side, whether it's on the digital side, whether it's on the actual production side, or even the performance side, there's going to be mistakes made. Make them. This is what we are here for. This is why we network. This is why we have conversations, so that we can talk each other through and become better. Because when I become better, you become better. And when you become better, I become better. Why? Because we can share information. Like right now, I'm trying to wipe the side of my head that this stuff is on. But it's not on this side. So it's not on this side. So it's over here. All right. See, like I said, it's still on. There you go. All right, cool. So now, let's get to the toast. Because that's what y'all here for. They are here for the toast, are they not, Simba? They're here for the toast. You are here for the toast, family. We are in the week of Umoja. And I want to thank all of those that's been rocking with me. Now, I have changed the format of the newsletter. The newsletter went out yesterday, right? I have the review. I'm calling it the Art Thing review. I cut down on a lot of the ads, and I'll start getting back into stuff and adding stuff in about different things. But what I'm focusing on is the principles. And what I'm trying to do is compile everything into a flip book PDF format, so that I don't have to be emailing you every day. Because I know some of y'all is like, that's too much. Because it was becoming too much for me. I find it's easier for me to compile all of my thoughts into an email and just send it out once a week. Of course, some other stuff has to be cut out. I'm not doing what I'm reading and all that. But as I start getting better at it, maybe I'll be able to start adding some of that in as we start getting other writers, because I got a sister right now who's preparing to do a segment for a period of time for as far as her graduation piece from Nguza Saba Challenge. It's her challenge. She's going to do a piece for a little while on here. You're going to have other shows that's coming, and I'm going to be able to share that stuff into the email. And the email will be going out. And I want to thank all those that signed up for the email. For those that are interested in signing up for the email, man, family, listen. All you got to do is very simple. All you got to do is it's right there. It's right there on the screen. It just popped up magically. It just popped up. Right? It's up. It's popping. It's popping. It's probably right here up under my hand. Something like that, right? Right? It's right there. You see it right in there? Right? And basically, you can join the tribe. Go to freegnjecourse.com. You get the free e-course. You're going to get a lot of emails. I'm just telling you right now. You're getting a lot of emails. Right? Boom. Just be patient. But make sure you take the e-course. The e-course will align you with what we're doing. Because family, believe it or not, we are in the 4th cycle in 2023. Right? You know what that means? We are over halfway through the year. We're over halfway through the year. Right? We are rapidly moving towards Kwanzaa. So we are getting our Kwanzaa time, our Kwanzaa things set up. You know what I'm saying? Family. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting y'all know right now, we're going to have some hot shirts this Kwanzaa. You know what I'm saying? And there's no reason why you can't have one for every day of Kwanzaa. Right? Come on now. And at least have one to rep your day. Do you even know your day? Come on now. I'm not playing here, Giami Journey. All right, go and get that up off the screen. It's time for us to do the toast. For those that want to get their ancestors on the list, remember, it's very simple. What do? You get on our free GNJE course email list. Once you get on that email list, right, you'll be able to correspond with us. When I send an email out to you, you will send an email back to me. So those of you that are on the email list, when you read and it be like, yo, man, I like your comments. All you got to do is respond to the email. Just push respond. I got it so that you can respond to me directly through there. And I will get the emails and I will check them. You know what I'm saying? And if I don't get them eventually as we start growing, which we are slowly, but we've been over years. You know what I'm saying? It's like how can I put it? I keep telling people to get on board. Why? Because we are going to grow exponentially. It's gonna be an exponential growth spurt. And people are not gonna believe it. People who have been around for years, watching Giami Journey, first watching Brother Hatim, then watching Mac, then watching the Underground, then watching Giami, Nation Builders Club, 35th Dynasty, then watching Giami, and then Giami Journey, right? Watching our interaction with the Simpson Nation, Rescue, Release, and Restore, and watching, and people have been watching for years, and all of a sudden, there's going to be an exponential growth. And people who have been around for damn near the whole time is not even going to be able to recognize what happened. And it's like, yo, he told y'all what? Tribe up? I've been telling y'all, tribe up. But hey, it happened. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, and as I always, I'll show you better than I could tell you. Now, so family, it's time for us to start lifting up. So let me get some. My supply is getting low. All right, I ain't finished this jar yet. All right, let's get to it. I got a little scratch in my throat, man. I bought some. Oh, let me say this, man. I want to give a round of applause to the Simpsons because they finished their camp. Right now we are in the early parts of July. They have finished their camp. I went up there in the final days, and it was beautiful to see. Because this was Sasha and Gina's first camp, and this is actually my first time experiencing being. How can I put? Because with Simpson, I'm not really that involved. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like I was actually a parent at home, like, damn, I wonder what's going on with my kids. I ain't never had that shit happen before. Usually, with boys, I'm always in the mix somehow. With my daughter, I'm like, damn. I wonder if because I went up there early on Kaumba morning. I'm like, damn. The first thing I asked, I got all my hugs. I was like, did they cross? We don't know yet, brother Hatil. We don't know. What you mean you don't know? You ran this shit. My babies crossed. What's going on? I wanted to make, but they crossed. All the Giambi babies crossed. My babies crossed, and it was real good. I got film of it. I'm gonna be sharing some of that soon. I need to find out what I could share, but it was really an eye-opening piece for me to watch my daughters cross. And what made it even more beautiful for me was that a lot, if not all, I can't say all, I wouldn't, but a majority of the original Simpsons was at this camp. You know what I'm saying? So my babies got to experience, in the sense, the founder energy. They got the, you know what I'm saying? They got the, and I said, oh, snap. So now they've been back, and, they've been talking about some of the things, and they got things, because this is what's important, and as far as tribing up, and as far as us doing rituals and ceremonies together and having adventures together. It gives us stories that we could share, and stories that could hold us together, and it gives us trials in common that we know what somebody is made of, rather than just the bravado of you being able to voice your shit. Simba Camp, Giame initiation, and the challenges of the camps give adventures so that we can really see what you made of. And that's really, I think, is the ultimate piece about the rites of passage. It allows us to see who you really are and what you really stand for. Because in the coming days, that's going to be very important, very necessary. Very, very necessary to know who on your team. Not just who talking on your team, but who is actually on your team. And a lot of organizations within our community, and I'm speaking as a black man, and in our community, we allow almost anybody get in. You know what I'm saying? And as the wall to cross has been set by our opposition, by our enemies, by those who benefit from our downfall, that benefit from our oppression, that benefit from our suffering. You know what I'm saying? All the walls have been erected by them. So of course they're going to make it easy for people to get across, because especially if it benefits them. You know what I'm saying? But we need to start setting up our own criteria, our own walls that people could cross, like Simpson, right? One thing I love about Simpson is that they take their shit serious. You don't walk, you know what I'm saying? You don't walk up into that environment and just believe that you're gonna get something just because somebody said that you was gonna get it. No. Oh, hell no. They don't know. You know what I'm saying? Which is energy that we need. And because some people be like, that's that how can I put it? Exclusive. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people feel elitist. I think that's it. A lot of people like, that's that elitism, right?
But in some cases, I believe elitism is very necessary, especially when you come to leadership. Everybody is not a leader, and everybody does not deserve the right to be in a leadership position or even be in leadership meetings, right? Leaders are supposed to be the elite. You know, and I know some people, I know some of y'all out there that's like me scratching on a board or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But leaders have to did some things to separate themselves. Right? You know what I'm saying? But you know, hey, I'm just Brother Hatem. What the hell did I know, right? But let's get to these libations. Let's pour. But before I do, let's get to the message for the toast. Toast to unity, celebrating the power of Umoja and collective strength. Welcome to the daily toast ritual for the week of Umoja, where we celebrate the power of unity and collective strength. Umoja, meaning unity in Swahili, reminds us of the profound impact we can create when we come together as a community. Today, we raise our glasses and toast to the spirit of Umoja, embracing the essence of unity in our daily lives. As we gather around this virtual table, let us reflect on the strength that emerges when we stand united, supporting and uplifting one another in a world that often emphasizes division and differences. Umoja calls us to bridge the gaps and foster a sense of togetherness. It reminds us that our individual journeys are interwoven, and by joining forces, we can create positive change that reverberates far beyond ourselves. As we lift our glasses, let me lift my glass. As we lift our glass, and our glass sits, come on now, let us toast to the power of collaboration and cooperation. Let us celebrate the beauty of diversity and recognize that it is through understanding and embracing our differences that we truly flourish as a community. Together we are stronger, and together we can accomplish remarkable feats. Let this ritual be a reminder of the importance of nurturing authentic connections and building trust. We just talked about that last week, right? But those of you that got the newsletter, you know what I'm saying, you're going to be able to review that, right? Toast to the friendships that have stood the test of time, the relationships that have weathered storms, and the bonds that have deepened through shared experiences. Let us cherish these connections and continue to cultivate with love, respect, and empathy. Today's toast is dedicated to unity, the invisible thread that binds us all. May it inspire us to look beyond our individual interests and embrace a collective vision for a better world. Let us commit ourselves to uplifting one another, supporting each other's dreams, and working together towards the future filled with compassion, equality, and harmony. As we clink our glasses and share this moment, let the spirit of Umoja infuse our hearts and minds. Let us carry the essence of unity with us throughout the week, spreading its warmth and strength to wherever we go. Cheers to Umoja, the powerful force that unites us. Cheers to the collective strength we possess when we stand together. Cheers to the bond that make us a community, and cheers to the journey of building trust, fostering authentic connections, and embracing the spirit of Umoja. Raise your glass high and let us toast to unity, love, indomitable power of us coming together as one. That's the message. Now let's get to the toast. Family, first off, raise your glass. We're going to lift up our glass to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator. We lift up our glass. We lift it up high. And we say the words of power around these parts. And those words simply go. Ashe. And whatever words of power you use, by all means, use them. All right, cool. We lift it up. From there, family, we're going to move to the reason we came here, to lift up our personal ancestors. I'm going to read off the list. But during the week, let me stress this. During the week, because I've been forgetting to put this in the Daily Toast, or in, because that really took the place of the Daily Toast, in the Art Thing podcast. You need to be lifting up your ancestors on a daily basis. Now, we going to come together once a week on Umoja at 5:45 a.m. and lift up, right? But all throughout the rest of the week, guess who's responsible for that? Stop playing. It's you. We supposed to do it. But anyway, we're going to lift up our personal ancestors right now. Those of you that want to get it on the list, like I said, you get on the free G&J e-course, freegnjecourse.com. Get on our email list. Get that free e-course, and also correspond with us, and you can send us your ancestors' names through email. We lift up our glass to all of our personal ancestors, and I will start reading the list right now. Here we go. Got Miles Brown, Miss Ann Robin, Texas, and Davis, Herman Brown, Sr., Rosalie, Tilly, Georgia, William Walter, Chris, Hispanic, Aston, Leonard, Chris, Alfine, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Jenny Gaines, Herman Brown, II, Barbara Twigs, Wash Ellis, Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tapper, John Fallard, Montague Pittman, No More X, Pet Mine, Robin Lee, Core, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kodo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dix, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Agony, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Broford, Actor Jr., J. Edwards, Carla Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, there, Gail Pullen and Lester Brother, Miss Eda Brooke Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Lance Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Rich Trigg, Prince Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Dorella Clark, Inez McCrae, Chris Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Grinneman, Virginia Roger, Reverend James Smith, Louis Henderson, Cameron Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Mel Del Hodge, Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Worley, Labita Farmer, Agosto Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Deola Sasbury, Harvey Hasbury, Sheen, Leonard Dixon, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ali Johnson, Wilson Carter, Joanne Thornton, Edgar Trish Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Virgil Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keisha Reese, Linda Watson Hammond, Gerald Giles Watson, Spells, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mitchell Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Peter Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, Dave Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quills, Urania Authority, Brady Quills, Steve Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.E. Johnson, Rita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Daniel Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Betsy Johnson, Haley Vest, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Marginera, Dom Ted Wellman, Fred Douglas Trigg Sr., Dermot Triggs, Thomas Lula Berry, Lacey Eleanor Howe, Frank and Rosalind Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Peter Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson, Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy Mayor Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Rich Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, George Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Diddy Monet, Gina Ruth Jones, Janet Callahan. Woo! All right, where we at? Oh. Here we go. Boom. All right. Over here. Can y'all see me? Hey! Got William Walter Weston, Angela Perez, Edward Pasigi Falani, Jerome Glass Johnson, Frederick Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, East Water, Dupretus Harness, Inez Bostic, Edward Bostic, Winifred Scanabig, Wilson Haley, Emma Hine, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spradley, Kevin Spradley, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee, Prince of Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Eddie Candy, Janice Carter, Mike Carter, Leon Peanut Carter, William Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom M. Sr., Sam M. Sr., Nayland Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Susan Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christine Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Roman A. Charles, Edward Pearl, Bob Ingles, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingles, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gaston, Jerry Brownlee, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Akabuki, also known as Jim. We got Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Dace Trash, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irving, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., and McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Cleavage, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Cochet, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie Marker Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Heidi Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch. Lost my place. Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kim Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Hare, Tubman Case, Spencer Sturge, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Annie LaBaby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Manly Miller, Housie Hatch, James Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Prince Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Lily Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Manny and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cooper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Jabel Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. He Sr., Aaron Moore, Miss Vanilla, Alice Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erton Houston, Led Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Aaron Pierce, Donna Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Raymond Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.A. Bradley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Captain Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henry Irby, Mildred Armstead, Mark Armstead, Captain Anthony, Ruben Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irvin, Harvey Phillips, Winnie Ford, Mark Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Liam Sr., Mark Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robert Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Robert McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, JaVale McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shakamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Louis Fernandez, Jack of the Brothers, Reginald Iver, Master McCoper, Joe Swan, Imani Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles A. Scott, Marco Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, Willie Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We have Joella Giles, James Carswell. Liberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis. We got Elder Shaka McNair and Fatima McNair. We got Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shank Lewis, Ronald Shelton, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Top with Stina Banks. We got Joseph Bingham, Quincy Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Hunter, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joey, Ryan Ross Ricketts, Jermonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McCarroll, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Rob Nickens, Eric Walker, Quay Sample, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmons, Severn Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Mom Scott Sr., Etta Clarence Lunk, Elizabeth Johnson, Mr. Doran, Johanna, Jason Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walter, Nalati Sue Walter, Emma Walter, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walter, William Walter, Fred Powers, Elijah Juan, Hakeem, and Como. We got Alberta G. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Cream Mackey. Got Victor Bowden, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Talton Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Desi Woods. Got Tillar Woods, Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Sister Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Gerard Simpson, Regina Hawkins, Joseph Simpson, Eddie Dorsey, Eleanor Hawkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Simon Demond, Ethel Marshall. We got Steve Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Charles Young. Oh, well, I'll come back to that. We got Sylvester Foster, James Lizzie Winston, Abe, and Julia Lawrence. We got Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Coper, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Tuta Don, Save Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Minter, Mary Smith, Juanetta Florence, Steph Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Jenny Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Kerry Brown, Teresa Vittle, Levana Kincaid, Carla Surrey, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter. Got Craig Lee Jones, Granny Beulah, Papa Al Riesler, Arnett Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Gale, Lashonda Jamar, Leroy Raleigh, Mona Yolanda Hunter, Yvonne Patrice Turner. We got Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Linda Kate, Pam Johnson, Vera Reeves Fisher, Jerry Johnson McCallum, also known as Mama Moon. We got Sheila Ann Lee, Panchita Albert, Donna Brooks, Barbara Mosley, Ida Spate, Ira Branson, Eric Winston, Dan Bridges, Francisco Matisse, also known as Sonny Charles Stevenson Jr., King Pleasant, Sir Keat, Leonard Shepard, Birdell Woodland, Mabel Haskin, Wilbur Shepard, Dennis Jackson, William Haskins, Geraldine Jackson, Henry Jackson Sr., Edward Jones. We got Leslie Travis, Charlize Barnes, DeJuan Lewis Taylor, Madeline Yates, June Dandridge, Daisy Woodfork, Frederick Smith, James and Amanda Baldwin, Linda Williams, Sally Williams, Vivian Stevenson, Irene Harris, Callie Williams, Abu Scales, Pat Williams, Mrs. Bertha Walker, Tony Ogletree, Grandma Marguerite, Tracy Emery, Hassan Abdul Razak, Vivian Johnson, BJ Jones, Abigail Roberto Monterosa, Chet Word, Mama Rahani, Deborah Michelle Nash, Joseph Lane Miller. We got Renoka Rashidi, Bobby Battle, Fred Gasson, Tracy Gasson, Adora Gibson, Elder Simba, Brother Bashir, Tommy Hustle, also known as Tommy the Barber. We got Elder Phil Haynes, Arminta Brantley. We got Aunt Carol Walker Welsh. We got Carrie Ann Brooks. We got Jeremiah Williams. We got Tony Smith, Antoinette Pinson, Juanita Mosley, Michelle Simons, Irene Johnson, Aunt Pauline, Nanny Baker, Ian Dabney, Quincy Elder, Josiah Miller, Brother David Moore, Lisa Smith, Willie Thomas, Neva Fitzgerald, Odessa Bell, Mary Lou Rosello, Yeye Motley, Yvonne Bonnie Gatson, Harris, Chris Mateen, Juanita Cookie Corbett, Elder Isid Carsey Twiggs, Elder Harry Belafonte, Brother Reggie Roundtree. Hope I ain't messing that up. Did I mess that up? Get your ass up. There you go. All right. And with that, we lifted up all of our ancestors' family. And with that, we say the word of power around these parts. And that word is Ashe. And we say Ashe to all of our ancestors. Thank you for being on Point Anime. From their family, we're going to move. We're going to move from our ancestors. We're going to move from our ancestors. Just a little bit. There we go. We'll move from our ancestors, family, from our ancestors to the present moment. The present moment is ours. The question I have for you is, what are you doing with your present moment? Are you building for your future generations? Right? Are you building in respect of your ancestors? Right? Lifting them up. Lift them up. Got to remember them. We're lifting up our personal ancestors. Of course, we did already, but now we're lifting you up in this moment. This is your moment. What are you doing with it? We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. All right, from there, we're going to move to our future generation. We toast our children, our children's children on to infinity. We lift up our glass, we lift it up high, and we salute them. And we say, Ashe. From there, family, we're going to move. Where are we going to? We're going to move to all of our relations, lifting up and toasting all of our relations, and we say, Ashe. Oh, okay, there you go. All right, from all of our relations, we're going to move to that special toast, the special toast. If you have any special causes you want to lift up, we're lifting it up. Come on now. From there, family, we're going to move from special causes to, guess where? We're going to lift up our glass, we're going to lift it up high, and we're going to salute. And send out energy to all those that are sick and shut in. To those family, extended tribe, all those who are in need of some type of healing. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be physical, mental, emotional, you know what I'm saying? Spiritual, I don't know. Whatever you need, we send that energy out. Lifting it up, come on now, and we say, that's right, we say Ashe. All right, from there, We're gonna move to that selfish toast. Moving into that selfish toast, and I'm gonna ask you the same thing I ask you every week. What is it that you need right now to move towards your greatness? Come on now, because you can't fill nobody else up if you ain't filled up, right? So we lift up our glass. Come on now. And we say, Ashe. Come on now, I'm waiting. What is it that you need? All right, got it. Ashe. From there, we're gonna move to our tribe. I'm lifting up my tribe. My tribe is Giame. Lifting up Giame. Shots out. Come on now. Stand up, Giame. What's your tribe there? I'm waiting. And we say, Ashe. From there, family, we'll move to the most important toast, I think. And I'm toasting and lifting up the wisest, the most beautiful, the most elegant, intelligent, right? Bravest individual in the room. I'm lifting my glass up to you. I'm toasting you. And we say the word of power, and that is Ashe. Last but not least, family, we start with the creator. And of course, you know we got to end with the creator. So we're going to lift up our glass. We're going to salute that creator. And we say Ashe. Bringing that mythic phoenix egg up. We saying Ashe. 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 Family, we wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. I'm going to sip on this because my throat kind of hurt. I don't know what's going on. Ambrosia, where have you been? All right. Guess what, family? Guess what? Oh, I know this. Oh, this is cool. All right, cool. All right. I think I'm going to be out. I'm out.
Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us. Right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Giame Journey. See some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe. Tribe up with us and check out the free e-course. And we'll make sure that the URL pop up right about here. And it'll probably be somewhere in here. Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Giame Journey, and let's build together.